A very warm day for some, a very wet day for others, and for all, a pretty humid feel, all thanks to southerly winds. The big picture shows the UK smothered in clouds. We've got a large area of high pressure sitting to the east but ambling away, low pressure systems sitting to the west, and that's generating southerly winds. They're bringing the warmth and the humidity, but with these weather fronts injecting the moisture, they're also bringing some pretty heavy downpours, and we've seen some very wet conditions already. Met Office yellow warnings in place, the heavy rain extending north into parts of northern England and parts of eastern Scotland, also looking pretty soggy this afternoon. Not everywhere seeing the torrential rain, but pockets of very heavy rain that could cause some issues, some local flooding and certainly some disruption to the transport network. Much of western Scotland staying dry, actually a largely dry but cloudy afternoon in Northern Ireland. It's eastern England where we're seeing the driest and brightest weather, some sunshine here. Likely to see temperatures top out at 20, 21, maybe even 22 degrees Celsius. Not unprecedented for October, but still pretty warm for the middle of the month. And even where it's raining, temperatures 17, 18 degrees, that humid feel likely to continue. And the wet weather will continue through the evening and overnight. Those warnings in place into the evening as well as the rain pushes again into parts of northern England, then into eastern Scotland. Eventually we'll see some rain this evening across eastern England, but tending to clear away from the west. So by dawn, Northern Ireland, Wales, southwest England should start to see some clearer skies. Temperatures still staying pretty high though overnight, still warm air in place, so pretty much everywhere in double digits and many places staying in the teens through the night. So not a cold start to Thursday, a fairly glum one for East Anglia, the southeast of England, northeast England and much of northeast Scotland, with outbreaks of rain lingering in that far northeastern corner until around lunchtime and most of the day, in fact, in Shetland. But elsewhere, it brightens up quite nicely, actually, and for many, it's a good-looking day. There will be a sprinkling of showers dotted across Northern Ireland, southwest Scotland, maybe one or two for Wales and western England come the afternoon, but they will be well scattered, much of the day dry. Some good spells of sunshine, perhaps a bit more high cloud spilling back in towards East Anglia and the southeast later on. But overall, a fine autumnal feel, and although it won't be as warm and humid as today, temperatures will still be above average, getting up to the mid or even high teens across the southeast. A bit breezy come the afternoon across Wales and southwest England as we see a few more showers drifting in here through the course of the evening and a few more getting going over southwest Scotland and northwest England too. But again, many places will stay fine. Just need to watch this area of rain. Looks like sticking away from the far southeast. So many places having a dry end to Thursday. Notice behind me, though, there is a line of rain. That's a weather front approaching from this large area of low pressure, I should say, heading up towards Iceland. The isobars squidging together as well. So some potentially strong winds across the far northwest on Friday, coupled with some high tides. That could cause a few issues. And then look at this, an intensifying area of low pressure. This one really does need watching. This is for Sunday coming in. Again, a lot of isobars on the chart, a spell of wet and potentially very windy weather during the second half of the weekend. One will be keeping a very close eye on. Aidan will have more on that in the 10-day trend forecast. That'll be available on our YouTube channels by Wednesday afternoon.